Hello there, Brytningstid. Fede here. So, as most of you know, we will be meeting on Friday for our design thinking Zoom workshop. And so, before we did that, I thought that it would be very useful to reach out to you guys and send over a video with some requests. So you might be asking yourselves, why the hell is this guy riding a stationary bike? Well, I thought that I'd multitask a bit, given that in Corona times I've pretty much abandoned my cycling, gained 10 kilos, and now trying to get back into rhythm. And so, taking advantage of sending you guys a message made a lot of sense. The problem is that I'm really out of shape, so I'm gonna do my best to make this conversation short and sweet. So my first request for when we meet on Friday will be to do not do what I'm doing. Please don't multitask. Keeping attention on Zoom is already hard enough. Then a lot of us are adding on to that cognitive overload, emails and messages and other work in between, and so please don't do that. Please do set aside all the time together that we have so that you can really embrace the experience as much as possible. Don't do as I do in this case. Okay, 2. This one's a really simple one. Please keep your camera on throughout the entire session, except for breaks, of course. I'm sure we've all had lots of experience with Zoom. Now we're coming up to the year anniversary of COVID in Europe. But my request is just as self-centered as it is focused towards your learning. I gain lots and lots of information and just general reassurance that you guys are enjoying the session, learning, gaining the necessary aha moments, etc. from seeing your faces. If you can exaggerate your gestures, even if that feels weird for a while, thumbs up, thumbs down, no, yes, Indian Bob, whatever it is, will help a lot with our interaction. Okay, number 3, I'm gonna ask a really high level of engagement from your side. Let me put this down. Whew. The engagement is obvious. If you understand a little bit about design thinking, you'll know that human connection and empathy, vulnerability, psychological safety, all these kinds of things are basic to what we do in design thinking. And so during our session, I'm going to be asking you to engage at deeper levels than you're used to with your classmates. Reflect on those experiences. And so it's really going to be a highly engaged experience. Totally the opposite of those more theoretical lectures where you're just basically sitting down, taking notes, and or piecing out. We're also going to be using a lot of breakout rooms to give you a more intimate feel for the experience, and I know that you guys have obviously used those as well. So I won't talk too much more about that. We will be getting physical. It's one of the reasons why I decided to do this weird video to let you know that I'm of the philosophy that people learn innovation by doing it, not by thinking it, or talking it, or theorizing it, or even quote unquote understanding it. We really learn it by simply throwing ourselves into the experience. And so not only will we be having conversations with our classmates, I'm also going to ask you to do some physical activities. No need to arrive in your yoga pants. If you want to, that's fine. Please do you wear pants, by the way, because I'm going to ask you to stand up. And so I'm not going to get into details, of course, but just remember that we're going to be using our bodies, because that's where intuition comes from. And the best innovators out there are the best intuitive beings. Okay. Now, just got a couple more things. When I do send you out to breaks, because I'm going to be doing that often, please do use those breaks wisely. Breaks doesn't mean email time or work on the side time. Breaks mean either eating, chilling, drinking tea, coffee, going out for a walk. If the rain's not going crazy in your part of the woods. Anything that helps you really disconnect. Because what we do will be quite draining, and those breaks are a super chance to recover. My final request is I'd love to learn a little bit more about who you guys are. I've been Googling you a bit, been doing a bit of spying. It's really cool to see all your backgrounds involved in innovation and high-level management and creative mindsets and culture, and it's gonna be great. But if you could, in the comments below this YouTube video, just add a line or two. You don't even need to add your name, explaining what do you expect from Friday, right? If you've done design thinking before, do you expect to deepen your learning? If you haven't done design thinking or creative mindsets before, what does your gut say that you need to learn? You can even tell me, I'm a CFO, I don't want to be creative, F this thing. That's totally cool, right? I just want to get a really good sense for what your general expectations are coming into Friday. All right, this has been long. I need to get back to my workout. I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys. Please do reach out if you have any questions before we start. And I wish you a wonderful day. All right, hada bra.